TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, collecting emails, YouTube, Pinterest. Which social media platform should you be focusing on? Which one is the best platform to be growing on? In this video, I'm gonna drastically simplify everything for you, and I'm gonna show you exactly which social media platform you should be focusing on in 2022. And I'll also be telling you which one I'm gonna be focusing on in 2022. Let's get right into it. First of all, before we get started, you need to know this. You've got to pick one platform to grow on. Now, I've talked about this in so many different videos on this YouTube channel, but I'm gonna say this. Most people never grow on social media because they're trying to grow on TikTok and Facebook and Instagram and collecting emails all at the same time. Gotta focus up on do one platform. So now at this point in my career, I built 2 different social media platforms to over 100,000, bam, bam, by focusing on building one platform at a time. So the first thing that you need to know, now that you know, okay, I'm only gonna be growing on one platform, you need to know the different kinds of social media platforms and the pros and cons of each. So there's 2 kinds of social media platforms. First one, we've got it here. First one is called the slow burn social media platform. And we'll talk about that one and the pros and cons of that. And then there's also fast results, okay? So what goes into a slow burn social media platform? A slow burn social media platform are things that take some time to see results from. So things like YouTube, things like blog posts, right? Really, it's like, I kind of think of it like most things that revolve around SEO. Search engine optimization, Pinterest, and email list building. These are things that you put a lot of work into and you don't see a ton of results from right away. It takes forever to see results from YouTube, blog post writing, Pinterest, email list building. But we'll talk about, actually, let's just do this. Let's go right into the pros and cons. Let's do pros first. Pros, evergreen. So they're always working for you. I'll make a YouTube video. So some of the YouTube videos I'm still getting views on, still getting money from, are literally made 3 years ago or more. So content that is slow burning, things like YouTube, blog post writing, Pinterest, etc., you put the work in and you see the results from it for a really long time. So it's evergreen content. So the other thing that I really like about it is this content that works for you. So it works for you. And what I mean by that is content that I make, I think of it like investing, right? Like literally investing in the stock market. If I invest $100 in the stock market, those dollars start to work for me. Versus if I go spend those $100, they're not working for me. So I like to think of slow burning content as content that works for me. Now, let's talk about the cons. It takes forever, literally forever, to see like significant money results from any of those. And then the other thing I think it requires discipline and consistency. You have to really put in value, like rewarded by value. What I mean by that is the best content wins. So it's also not a bad thing. So we're also going to put it in the pro column. Best content wins, because then you can just make really good content and you'll see results from it. So slow burn content, YouTube, blog posts, Pinterest, email list building. Good stuff. Now we have our fast results, right? Things that we'll see results from pretty quickly. So Facebook, or apparently at the time of filming this, it's also possibly being called Meta, who knows? And then Facebook groups. Now, this could also be like your group or others' groups. And it's a different strategy to grow a Facebook group than to grow your Facebook profile and to network on your Facebook profile. So for that reason, I'm categorizing them as 2 different things: Instagram and TikTok. But these are obviously there's more slow burning ones, there's more fast results, but these are the main ones. I'm talking about pros of these. Pros, you can make money same day. If you know what you're doing on Facebook, if you know what you're doing on Instagram, you can literally make money same day. So really fast results. Popular. So there's a lot of attention on these platforms. There's a lot of attention on Instagram. There's a lot of attention on TikTok. So I'm actually going to I'm just going to put attention. I actually think that's worth like a lot of attention. It's a good pro. There's a lot of training on these platforms. So it's pretty easy to get information on how to grow on TikTok. It's pretty easy to get information on how to grow on YouTube. You're going with the grain. If you're new and you're not making 6 figures yet, you need to be focusing on fast growing platforms. Here are the cons. Lots of cons as well. Lots of pros, lots of cons. Cons is you rely on the algorithm to reward you. So if Instagram doesn't like your stuff, they won't show you to people. Gone in 24 hours or less. So you're constantly stuck in a, I don't know what it is, like a rat race or like a hamster wheel. We'll say hamster wheel. 0 evergreen qualities. Everyone's doing it because it's easy and it's a little oversaturated. It's what I would call a red ocean. It's a good book you should read, by the way. I think it's called Blue Ocean. Highly recommend it. So it's red ocean. It's competitive. basically. Now what we need to do, now that we know these platforms and we know the pros and cons of each of them, I'm actually going to put another pro over here, which is it's not competitive because it's hard. People don't like to do hard things. Once you like cross over it, you're in blue ocean territory. All right, so what you need to do is you need to ask yourself, as I'm looking at the next year, as I'm looking at which social media platform I'm supposed to be focusing on, what is my priority right now? Am I needing to make cash ASAP? If that's the case, you need to be on fast results platforms. You can make money really quickly on these kinds of social media platforms. And you should focus on one fast results platform. Are you tired of creating content and that's gone in 24 hours or less? Maybe you should be on one of these slower burn ones, especially if money's not a concern. Consider maybe collecting email addresses. For me, what am I focusing on? I'll tell you. 2022, I am focusing on YouTube. So right now, at the time of filming this, I have a little tiny YouTube channel. I don't need fast cash, right? I make over 7 figures per year with what I'm doing in my Facebook group and my email list. But I'm tired of creating content that is gone in 24 hours or less. I'm not interested in growing on YouTube, and I want evergreen. I want content that works for me. So I'm putting all my little eggs in my YouTube basket. I want to create content that works for me every single day. If you're feeling a little stuck and you'd like some support on knowing, okay, how do I make money on the platform that I've chosen? You should totally come to my free workshop. We're going to be diving really deep, and I'm going to show you the income generating activities, the money side of things. I'm going to give you clarity on exactly what's been keeping you stuck and get you really laser focused on your next steps so you can start making money and getting clients. If you like this video, if you've got some clarity on what you're going to be doing and what you're going to be focusing on in 2022, give it a like and subscribe. I talk a lot about making money, growing your business, all the things you need to do to be successful online. So I'd love to have you subscribe so you don't miss any videos. I'll see you in the next one.